What's up, everybody? What's up? We are here, and we are live. We are here again today for another Auburn Addicts ADDICTS show. Anyway, Auburn Addicts, we are here for another show. The music is throwing me off because it's sad music. Anyway, I'm DC Wolf. I got my boy Nick all with me today. Nick gonna share some film with y'all, some breakdown. Come on in. All the Auburn Addicts, come on in, man. Nick, you smiling on the sad day, but that's all right, man. Anyway, let me get to the comments. No, you are not late. It's us who late. We have some technical difficulties, man. Here go Tight Sports, already in technical difficulties today and yesterday. Whatever, Tight Sports. Look who we got. Who's here first today, Nick?
I see that. I see that. Oh, man.
Yeah, they being messy. They being messy. The brilliant hater is coming in, man. We're going to talk some more Cal Auburn today. Y'all come on in, man. Let me cut off this music, man. I can't take it. The music is tripping me up, bro. I can't even think.
Oh, man. Man.
You got to kill the music, man. Music is throwing me off, man. God,
oh, man. It's funny, man. This is funny.
Music throwing me off like Auburn threw me off.
Like Auburn threw me off. That's crazy.
Yeah, music throwing me off like the football team throwing me off. But as far as I couldn't even think to do the intro, man. I'm like, Jesus.
It'll be all right. We'll make it through.
We'll make it through. Thank you, Dick, man. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for the encouragement, man. We're going to make it through, man. We're going to make it. Y'all come in, man. The doctor's in. Dr. Wolf is in, man. Y'all come on in. Auburn Addicts, come in and lay on the couch, man. We're going to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? I want to get, how y'all feeling about Auburn football right now? Put it in the comments. I want to know, man. Are you down on Auburn football? Are you up on football, man? We watched some film. I had a chance to watch some film. Had a chance actually to watch some All 22, man, which was great. Watch some film, break it down. I'm not as hard on Hugh Freeze as I was yesterday.
Okay.
I'm not. As far as philosophy is concerned, yeah, I was very, very had a very hard stance on Hugh Freeze yesterday as far as philosophy is concerned.
So what changed?
I take it
what
back. What changed? Man. I watched the film. You know, when you watch it in real time, man, you have emotions involved. I'm running in and out to the grill, pulling the stuff off the grill, getting my queso ready. You know what I'm saying? Slazy and them making chicken and waffles, just doing all kind of crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? We cooking and, you running back and forth, sitting down, talking. You just got a lot going on. So I was able to just like really sit and just like dissect. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a difference when you kind of watch it. And then when you're watching initially, sometimes emotions get involved and sometimes you see what you think you see, then you don't see. So you got to go back and watch the film. Same like what Hugh Freeze said. I got to go back and watch the film. So I did. When I watched it, man, I kind of like, man, I really like on a lot of stuff, maybe 80% of the things I blame Hugh Freeze for, I take it back, man.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Like
I
what?
really do.
Like what?
Okay?
Like
I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
All right. We broke it down and I didn't bring my paper with me. But I looked at the film, man, and out of a lot of passing plays, man, now don't get me wrong, we did have some coaching errors. I think some just questionable coaching plays like the 4th and 2 when it's 7-7 and you go with the analytics. You know what I'm saying? That's on you. I can't stand analytics. The same thing was asked of Justin Wilcox about analytics and him not going for it on 4th down before halftime. He said he wanted to punt the ball, pin them, because he knew he was getting the ball back after halftime, right? He said, analytics, man, the book told him to go for it. He said, I didn't go for it. He was like, at some point, you're going to let the analytics book become the head coach instead of a human. You know what I'm saying? So coaching error did exist. I ain't going to say error if that's what he wanted to call, but I want to call the 4th and 2, 7-7. Man, punt the ball and pin them. You know what I'm saying? Play field position at that point. But he went for it. But I will say this. What I do subtract from Hugh Freeze is, one, even that 4th down call, Peyton Thorne threw it to the one-on-one, right? We had the end breaking wideouts end breaking. He was wide open. If he would have just threw it to him to the end breaking wideout, man, it was definitely a first down and probably could have been a touchdown.
Yeah,
I listed, huh?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you did you see the play? Know the play I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So that play, even though I wouldn't have called the 4th and 2, Hugh Freeze called the 4th and 2. It was a successful call when you're talking just play calling. It was a great call if you're just saying play calling. What he called, you had 2 men in the route open. Peyton Thorne picked the wrong man out of 2 men. So it was a good play call by the coach. Okay, a lot, and I picked maybe I would say 3 to 4 calls where you had first down, both missed throws. You had, I said 3 or 4 missed throws that could have been first downs, and at least 1 touchdown throw that could have been that was a missed throw that could have been a touchdown. And on the other side, misreads, where the one I'm just saying that was a misread and a bad throw. But he had misreads, dude, where he had players in the route that were running wide open, and he just didn't even see it. Didn't read it. So he had misreads and missed throws that cost us first downs and touchdowns. If he would have made half of the misreads and half of the missed throws, dude, Auburn could have won the game. I know people don't want to hear that. I looked at Hugh Freeze and I blame him. But when I was able to look at the plays on the All-22 and see the field and everything that existed within the play. Now, I don't know what was in their mind, but a lot of those plays that Hugh Freeze called, man, there were wide open receivers running wide open for first downs and touchdowns. But man just either had an inaccurate throw or a misread. And that's not all of them. I'm just saying, even though we had bad line play at times, bad tackle play at times, even with those things that went wrong, you see what I'm saying? Even with the things that went wrong, if the dude would have hit some of the inaccuracies and if he would have hit some of the misreads, we still could have won the game. That's my thoughts, man. People may agree, disagree,
okay,
but I got to go with what the film say.
Okay.
Hugh Freeze called some nice plays, man, that were just not executed by from the quarterback position. That's my thought.
Okay.
I'll catch up comments while you yell up. I know you're getting up.
I'm just saying. Yeah. I hear what you're saying.
War Eagle anyway, man. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. He said this show should open with a cleansing prayer. No, this show should open maybe with a suggestion for another quarterback. Travell was lurking in my comments trying to ruin my Sunday. Yesterday, DC and Nick was throwing shade at me about Bama game. What you got today? I got Bama. Keep the same energy because Bama going to lose.
Yeah, they are.
Keep the same energy. Keep the same energy because what you saw was Bama struggling against a USF game that got out of hand late. And UCF didn't have a quarterback that could take advantage of what he was given. The swing route was open all day.
Yep.
The back out of the backfield he was just missing him. I wouldn't like really kind of thump with my whole chest on Alabama right now because Alabama gonna lose. It's like you just count days for Alabama to lose. So keep the same. When Alabama lose, make sure y'all keep the same energy because we're gonna keep the same energy. We here. Me and Nick here. Auburn lost, we here. We're going to keep the same energy. We're going to rep Auburn, man. We believe in Auburn, period. And we're going to be here believing in Auburn. However it goes, if the wheels fall off, me and Nick going to still be here believing in Auburn. We're going to show up. But Alabama fans, at Tight Sports, PhD, keep the same energy. When Alabama dropped that loss, I want y'all in the comments first. I want y'all showing up on the show first and having the same energy because Alabama going to lose, dude. Mark my words. They're going to lose. Clock it. They're going to lose. That's not the Alabama team y'all used to, bro. I'm telling you. Jalen Milroe not reading, bro. He just trying to take off. And when they get against a formidable defense and offense that can run the full gamut with them and the full amount of time with them, it's not going to be pretty, man. I'm telling you. That team just ran out of gas on Alabama. But this is not an Alabama show. I'm just saying. Have the same. After rewatching the game, still didn't have an issue with the passing concepts. I agree with you. PT, didn't look as terrible. D+ performance. That's he's just D+. Missed multiple checkdowns. He's saying the same thing I'm saying. I watched the film and like I'm saying, he said the passing concept wasn't as bad. I saw the same thing, man. The passing concepts weren't bad. Now I will say this from a coaching standpoint. If you are a coach, right? And I was wondering why they was running the same long developing plays. But if you looked at it, the same plays they were running, they were wide open. They were probably like, run it again, man. Look, it's there. Run it again. But if you're a coach and you have these long developing plays that are open and your quarterback is not seeing it, bro, go to a shorter game, man. Go to some, as y'all was talking, some mesh stuff. Go to some short crosses, some shallows, some slants, you know what I'm saying? Some zero routes, man, some screens. Go to something that he can't see till he gets comfortable enough, or until the offensive line is comfortable enough to hold off. You were running the ball, then you'll go to a passing game that's long developing and get a sack. It's counterintuitive, man. Go quick game, speed it up, go to the run, zone read, go to some stuff like that, man. So I agree with you, Bubba. Get ready, Nick. I'm coming to you, brother. DC, give us these recruits my email. Yeah, Tuskegee, you really need, man. Hopefully we can hold the recruiting class together. I like the call to go for it on 4th down. Payton just missed the slant. We talking about the same person.
Talking about the same.
If he hit Robert Lewis, man, if he hit Robert Lewis, it's not only 1st down, he might run a touchdown. I'm telling you. Go back and watch the film. So that's what I'm saying, Bubba. I wouldn't have made the 4th and 2, but the 4th and 2, when you look at the call was a good call from just a call standpoint. You know what I'm saying? He just missed it, man. He said, I'm sick, but I'm here. Exactly, Wade. That's what I'm saying. Show up. What's up, TJ?
What's
JT,
up? Hey, yo,
TJ. We call him everything.
You so good.
Yeah, man, show up, man. We here. But I want the Alabama fans, when Alabama fans take that L, I want y'all showing up. You know what I'm saying? With your chest stuck out. We took it. We took an L, baby. What you think now, DC? Tackles also getting beat on one-on-ones on the outside was a major issue. It was causing pressure, as Nick said. The King is still loving that War Eagle. Yeah.
All right.
What's up, Ed Darby?
What up, Ed Darby? What's going on? What's up, Ed
guys?
Darby? Welcome.
I agree with you that the film tells it all. It is. I watched Aaron Murray breakdown in PT, and it was bad. Yep, open wide receivers everywhere. That's what I'm saying. You got to go, and it's hard to see from TV, man. But it was wide open receivers running everywhere, dog. It was just like unbelievable. So I was like, okay, the call's not that bad. At this point, I'm not even confident that Payton can see the closest stuff.
Wow. We'll get into
Your
team
team has a W. Take a deep breath, DC. It's gonna be all right. I don't know if I'm just an honest Auburn fan, man. PhD. I don't know if he keep playing Payton Thorne. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be all right. I'm just being honest, man. I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it real for me and the fans and the people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sunshine pump you and tell you something and have you out here wishing on a star, man, and trip up. No, we're gonna see this thing out. But Payton Thorne, man, if they keep playing this guy, it's gonna be the same result. You know what I'm saying? Unless something drastically changes. Nick, we almost feel like, you know what I'm saying? I want to get Nick's tape, man. That's not the typical USF team, but get Hank Brown out there. That's what you need. Hank Brown, the most popular man on the plains. I don't know. It's a reason Hank Brown is not playing. He got to make the right reads, but I'm like, this is what I'm saying. Helen Keller.
Well, the reason why Hank Brown isn't playing is because he freeze brought in Payton Thorne, so that's the reason.
Sure, man. And if you don't spend all this money on dude in the transfer portal, you gonna try to make this thing work. Nick, let me ask you this, and I'm gonna let you go. What's up, Deuce?
Deuce Daniel, what's going on, baby?
He said, I'm hurt to see all of the awesome weapons we added for this. Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's kind of like, Nick, with what I'm looking at, and you say it's because he brought in Payton Thorne. It's just like, dude, I don't know if you ever done this. Something broke, and then you tried to fix it and wind up spending more money than you was like, bro, I could have just bought a new one. Yeah. I done spent all my time trying to fix this, and my money could have just bought a new one, and I'm trying to take shortcuts. Sometimes, bro, you got to just take the loss. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And go get a new one. Yep. If we were going to get 4 interceptions, dude, let's do it with Hank Brown and Walker White. I can stomach that because we're growing for next year. We seen this dog and pony show. We seen this movie before, man. It ends the same way. Go ahead, Nick, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, no, I
man.
will get into the film in a little bit, but I went back and rewatched some areas of the game. I didn't get a chance to really see the all 22, which hopefully one day we'll be able to do that. But from what I did see from rewatching the game, I know people gonna be surprised when I say this. I'm not gonna put all that on Payton Thorne.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, and now you got now. Okay, you saw how you looked at me in the beginning. Now I'm about to look at you and say, okay, give me the reason why.
At least the first half.
Okay.
At least the first half, and maybe some of the third quarter.
Okay, talk to me, bro. Talk me out of this, because you're gonna have to talk me out of this.
Come on. I mean, no, I was looking at some of the stuff, and I was like, I made this comment yesterday after the game. I said, Payton Thorne is like a straightforward guy.
Yeah.
It's like when you tell him this, if this isn't there, you go to this. This should be open. That's what he's going to do. And from watching what I saw, from rewatching it, that's exactly what Payton Thorne did. Like, so I had
outside the box.
He's not. He's doing exactly what he's being told to do.
Okay.
He's been exactly like we had to come to. I was like, you know, you have those guys that walk on the field and they just have it. Payton Thorne does not have it. You know, he doesn't have it.
He might develop it this week, but yeah, go ahead. He ain't got it.
If he does,
he ain't got it so far.
If he develops it this week, watch out, we coming. But this thing though, man.
Okay, talk to me.
When it is this: if the slant route isn't there, you going backside 9. That's what he's told to do.
Okay,
all right, that's what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
If it's covered, if it's open, he's going to throw the ball there, and that's what he's going to do. He's not going to sit there and be like, it's almost like the kid who's the teacher's pet who don't want to get in trouble. That's kind of what Payton Thorne is. Okay. I did exactly what you told me to do.
Yeah.
So why you mad at me? So that's what it is. So I mean, I'm looking at it and I'm like, all right, how much of this can we really put on Payton Thorne? He deserves some of the blame. Please believe me. I'm not sitting here dissolving him of all of it. But I'm gonna just sit here and be like, Payton Thorne, he may deserve a little grievance. He may deserve a little grievance, a little bit of grievance.
Because I'm giving Payton Thorne most of it. I ain't letting Payton Thorne. From what I looked at, bro, it was a lot of misreads and a lot of throws. Now, was it other stuff? Yes, offensive line pressure, unnecessary people being let go in the backfield, all this kind of stuff, man. Yeah, that contributed. Some plays I wouldn't call, but what I'm saying, if Payton would have did with a 5th year in quarterback in college with that experience, if he would have just did what a normal person does, we would have won the game, in my opinion.
But that's
I on the Payton Thorne stuff. But go ahead.
But that's my argument though. Payton Thorne, he's going to do what you tell him to do. What he's taught to do, he's going to do. He's not going to divert from that at all. He's not.
Yeah, I agree with you. There's some people who learn some people learning processes like that. You know what I'm saying? I agree with that part of it, Nick. But what I'm saying is the other side of it is he's told to make completions. He's told to read the defense a certain way, and he's told to throw it to the open receiver also. You see what I'm saying? He's told to go through his progression and throw it to an open receiver. He's told, forget the going through a progression. He's told to make an accurate pass.
Which he does. Now, let's be honest. Let's be honest about this.
I'm not lying to you.
No, you're not. No. Some of the passes that Payton Thorne makes, I'm not gonna say he made. I want to say it was a sail route concept. You had one wide receiver that was cleared out. I think Cam Coleman cleared out. I think it was Robert Lewis that did a dig across, that did a post, and you had Fairweather that did a sail route.
Waldo, you're right.
Did a sail route, correct. And he put the ball right on point, right over the line, right outside the outside linebacker who they was in cover 3, of course, and because that's mostly what Cal played the game. He put it right outside of him, put it right on Fairweather, and Fairweather caught it. That was a good ball. That was a good ball.
No,
the ball that he threw in the end zone to Lambert Smith, man, he threw it right where nobody else could get it. That was a great ball. The ball he threw on a slant. The ball he threw on a slant to Lambert Smith. My bad, not a slant, but a post to Lambert Smith, right on the money.
No, okay. What about the other one he just wildly missed?
Which one?
On the post with Lambert Smith. He just wildly missed it. It was the first down play, and he just missed it.
You talking about the one that ended up being an interception?
No, not that one.
Okay.
Not that one. It was the post with Lambert Smith. He did an in route, man, and dude just threw it over. It was an inaccurate pass. Now, what I will say is, and I'm with you on this, when he's on, he's on. He's capable, but he's inconsistently capable. That's my problem. I'm not saying he can never do it or has not done it. He's had games like the Arkansas game where he looked like a G, but he's inconsistently consistent.
Gotcha.
If that makes sense.
No, that's true. No, I agree with you there. He when it, like, he's consistently consistent when he's on, but when it's bad, it's consistently
like, dude,
inconsistent.
Have you ever played quarterback? Like,
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Okay, Wade saying, should a fourth-year quarterback not look? It shouldn't look this bad, man. My man agree. PhD says on game day, Saban said nothing but kind things about your team. Yeah, I heard that. And we let the GOAT down, man. Let the GOAT down, Nick. We let Saban down, man. Saban out here bumping for us on game day. It was probably rat poison. That's what it was. It was rat poison.
You know what he do? That's what he give it out. He give off rat poison.
Saban gave us some rat poison, man.
He bumping our head up. Ooh, we should have had Saban as our head coach. Oh man,
Saban gave us some rat poison, man. Saban, don't you ever say nothing good against us again, man. With Cam Coleman need a 4-bedroom, 3 in the study. Go on.
Yeah, but come on,
that tight sports.
Come on.
Catch us up, Nick, man. Y'all. Peyton Thorne has my throat parched already, man.
Jesus Christ, man. Right here we said, King of the Comments said, I said he wouldn't be the starter by the end of the season, and they came from my head. Well,
they did.
They did. You might be on to something there. You might be on to something. That we can agent said we cannot win games with our quarterback throwing that many interceptions in the game. Now,
bro,
let's just be I'll get to that.
Okay, let's catch it up and then we'll exactly.
Nick and I disagree on 90% of the things right after the game, but then every Sunday we completely agree. So funny.
That's
so funny,
man. Yeah, because
that's
Bubba,
funny.
it's like, man, that's why I say when we do the after game vent, we just vent. Because you have to really go back and look at the game and settle down, settle your mind, and get out your feelings and really see what it is, man. And it's hard. After the game, bro, you be in your feelings. I know I do. I was in my feelings, just
man.
Getting it to Hugh Freeze. Go ahead.
And Aaron Murray breakdown has the all 22 on YouTube. Yeah. I saw that, but I didn't get a chance to actually watch it.
I'm telling you.
But
that will, and he coming from a quarterback's perspective.
Yeah, he coming from a quarterback's perspective. But what I'm saying is hopefully we can have access to the all 22 film ourselves so we can actually see it. Because when you see it on TV, they focus on the ball instead of just focus. If you look at the full picture, and people that know football to a degree, if you see something happen, you can kind of tell what's happening on the back end where the picture is cut. You can kind of tell what's happening on that back end. But if you don't, you just think, well, what's happening? Why didn't this guy do this? But you know, if you have all 22, you can understand.
Right. And that's what got me too. I have to admit, that's why I say I'll take some of the blame from Hugh Freeze, because what it looked like from the broadcast angles that Peyton Thorne was just dropping back and he's just throwing it to Cam Coleman. That's what it looked like, because they snap and then you don't really see the field and then you see him drop back and throw, and he just throwing a bomb to Cam Coleman, and it looked like they just out there throwing 50-50 balls.
They kind of work.
Look at
They kind of work.
Yeah, but no, go look at the Aaron Murray breakdown, bro. It was like, man, they were giving him. No.
That's what I'm there are concepts in football on the offensive side. There's always a clear out. Right. There's always I think I mentioned this last week. Depending on how the set looks on the offensive side of the ball, if you have 3 receivers on one side, there's always going to be a short route, a middle route, and a deep route.
Right.
Just know that.
Right.
Sometimes it could be two short routes and a long route. It's and things stuff like that. But you can kind of tell if you played the game or you've been around the game for a while and you studied it, you know what concepts could possibly happen based on the alignment and based on what is being shown and stuff like that. If you in a trips formation, you already know you getting some type of post, some type of out or in, and some type of short crossing route across the middle. You know that's coming. And then what's gonna happen is if the back is to the side of the trips, the back is gonna clear out to the flats. You already know something like that is gonna happen. But you know, if people that hasn't played the game or that just watch it for recreational purposes, they wouldn't know that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just you have to be around it. You know, you just have to watch it more and just see why did this cornerback release here and leave that much of the field open. Well, because it's more than likely it's a cover 3, or it could be a quarters, or it could be a quarter cover 4. It could be a quarter 3. He's playing a deep third of the field, and that linebacker has to curl the flats on defense. So it's just different situations to where it just make you have to think about it when you see it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you know what I'm saying, shouts out to Aaron Murray, man. You know what I'm saying? He a quarterback and did it from a quarterback perspective. And he talked about the same thing, Nick. He talked about, I know in one particular play, he talked about Cal having leverage on one side of the field, and Peyton Thorne dropped back and was looking to that side of the field. He's like, dude, it's leverage on that side of the field. Why would you even be looking on that side of the field? You should be looking to your back, looking out, and your two people on the other side that's man to man. You don't even look over there. That's leverage. Why are you drop back looking? But then he did come back, but it's like that shouldn't even been an option. That should have been dead from when you snapped it. It should have been dead, and you should have been looking to your left. So he was kind of hitting on some of them things, man.
Yeah, as a quarterback, when you come out the huddle, the first thing you look at, I've just said this plenty of times. First thing you look at is the safeties. Safeties tell you exactly where you're gonna go. I mean, majority of the time, they will tell you everything, because if they shaded one side, then most likely your pressure is coming from the side that is shaded too. So I mean, and I think I found one play that kind of that will kind of make that happen when we get into the film part. But the safeties will tell you everything, and then you look at the linebackers. Then you can look at the corners, how the corners playing. If the corners playing off, it's a zone coverage. If the corners playing up, more than likely it's man. So I mean, it's just a lot of different things that you can look at that just give you telltale signs before the ball is even snapped. Because the thing is, you want to know where you're going with the ball before the ball is snapped, based on what the defense is showing you as from the safety perspective as a quarterback. So I mean, it's just a bunch of different things that you just have to see.
Right. Let's catch them up. Let's catch them up. Nick.
My bad. What I said? My bad. I was listening. My bad. I was listening. I was waiting for you to talk. My bad. He said, comments. He said, PT is one track minded, 5 years in college, 4 years as a starter, and he still cannot pull off his first read. It's why he kills it in practice and struggles on Saturdays. That is true. That is true. DC said, how can you be doing how can he be doing what he was told when he was told to do good?
Exactly, man. Exactly.
I like that.
Man.
I like that. I counted 5 off-target throws. Okay.
Now you see what I'm saying? He's seeing the same thing. I'm seeing 5 off-target throws, dude, and some of them throws could have been first downs or touchdowns.
Yep.
And he's not even saying misreads. That was just missed throws. So he's saying the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, man.
He missed Lambert Smith on 2 posts.
Yeah. Oh wow.
One was an RPO skinny post. That's the one I'm talking about. And the other one was a basic drop post. Yeah. Yep. He's right. That's
wildly inconsistent.
Yeah.
Gets in his head.
Man. Go ahead, Nick.
Threw a few good balls, but he can't miss that many open receivers. I mean, we all agree. On what you're saying. PhD said, DC, to make you feel a little better, our NFL team is winning right now. Let's hope that does not change. Well,
PhD.
It's gonna happen.
Me and PhD Dallas Cowboy fans. When it comes to Dallas Cowboys, don't mess with PhD when it comes to these Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? That other team, man, that's what the boat just split. You know, we just go our separate ways.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. And Nick was truly upset yesterday because he was saying you only blitz when you send the secondary, and sending LB is only pressure. Let me clarify that.
He's not saying that. He was saying when you got the even number of men is
yes,
pressure.
that's what I was saying.
He was saying when you send any, if you got 5 line, you know what I'm saying? He said if you have 5 linemen and you have 5 defenders coming, or that's pressure. Because it's
pressure.
Not an extra man. The extra man is the blitzing man.
That's what it is.
I'm sorry for defending being your lawyer today, but go ahead.
No. That's what I was saying. Because on any given Sunday, or Saturday, you got 5 guys protecting the quarterback, and you have 4 guys that's coming after the quarterback.
Right.
If one extra guy comes, that's pressure, because you have an extra guy that should be able to pick up that pressure. If another guy comes, that's blitzing. That's a blitz.
Yeah, that's what you said.
That's what you said. I just want him to clear that up. I don't want nobody like, what do you? Nah, that's what that means.
Yeah, that's he was saying it as the concept. I understood it, man.
Yeah.
Wait, I forgot about Wade. How about them Cowboys, Wade? How about them Cowboys?
Well, congratulations to Dak Prescott, who is now a wealthy individual. Just signed a 4-year, $240 million deal.
Move on.
$231 million of them guaranteed.
Move on. I don't even want to.
That's great, man.
You gonna throw me back?
Congratulations.
Sad music. Go ahead. Congratulations on this money.
Seems like Shador is not going to Dallas, but okay.
God. Dang it. Go ahead, man.
I'm changing what I said last week. Peyton Thorne is not Bo Wallace. He is Bo Wallace on crack. All right. Man, it's great.
Wow, man.
Ed Darby, he said, none of those pre-snap triggers goes off in his head when he starts getting pressured and hit. That's my point. That's my point. That is my point when it gets to what I'm saying. He is told what he's told to do, he's going to do that. And if that's not there, he's going to go back to what the safety valve is supposed to be. He's not looking at what's happening. He doesn't see the pressure coming from his left side. He's just like, all right, this is the play. I'm looking here. If this ain't here, I'm going back here and I'm throwing that. That's what I mean when I say
I got you. I totally understand now. I got you, man. Unbelievable, man. So let me ask y'all this. And we asked this Saturday. I want y'all to put it in the thread, put it in the post, man. Does Peyton Thorne start next week? Does Peyton Thorne start next week? We said yes. Nick said yes. Does Peyton Thorne start next week? You know what I'm saying? That's what we want to know. Nick, you want to hit the film right quick, brother?
Let's go ahead and hit the film, man.
Right, man.
Let's hit the film, man. It's just
we're
gonna pick up some of these plays that we found from the broadcast, and we're gonna go from there and see why there were other factors that probably was the reason why. Okay. Let's back that up some. Back that up some if you can.
All right. What we dealing with, Nick? What we seeing?
Yeah, back it up some more. It can't go back no more. It should go back some more.
That's far as it go.
That's as far as it'll go.
As far as it goes.
All right, cool. Well, so starting off right here, this was there we go right there. So pause it.
Yes, sir.
So what you're seeing here, and when a quarterback comes out, the first thing he's seeing is 2 safety look. All right. So the number 3 man is the safety. Then you have your free safety in the back.
Okay.
What's happening is they are showing cover 2, but they are rolling to a cover 3. Cover 2 means that the safeties have halves of the field, and the corners have the flats. But what you're seeing is the number 3 man rolling down, and he's coming up to play the flats, while that free safety is going back to the middle of the field to play the thirds, and your two cornerbacks release to play the other thirds of the field. Now, the number 1 man is going to come off the edge, as it looks as if the number 2 man is a guy coming off the edge, but he's going to drop back in coverage as well. So roll it, DC. It may freeze a little bit, but that's what you're seeing here. It comes back out. Peyton Thorne, this was the long pass down the sideline to Cam Coleman. He put it in the pocket. He put it right there in the pocket. All right, pause it right there. So this play right here is what I'm trying to highlight on this play is why our corners were getting beat so bad on this play. And almost to a degree, Eugene Asante called, he could have, this play could have been an incomplete pass if Mendoza was able to set his feet and throw the ball correctly. So run it. So Asante's on the edge and he's coming. You're going to see him blow up to blow up the running back. He blows him up and he goes right into the quarterback's feet. Pause it. Keontae Scott's back is turned to the ball. He's not playing the ball at all. He's playing the man. Now, last week, I don't know if y'all remember, we did the film where we saw Kyle's defense was playing the ball very, very well. We're not playing the ball. I don't know why they're being taught to play the man, but they are playing the man. His back, if Mendoza's feet was set and he was able to throw that ball probably could have went out of bounds, or it would have been a little bit longer. But because Asante hit him, the ball sailed and it was a little bit shorter than what it was. The receiver stopped, came back to the ball, and made a great play. That's all it is. So run it real quick. All right. That's just what happened there. He had his back to the play. Same thing here. Pause it. So the same thing here on this situation right here. Antonio Kite down here on the end. This is why we don't have the all 22. But this is down here at the bottom of the screen. There's a receiver 13, and then you have Kite who's playing on that field corner down there by himself. Run it. He throws it. Pause it right there. What Kite is not even looking at the ball. And the ball is almost to the receiver's hand. Play the ball. Don't play the man. Play the ball. That's what if he plays the ball, if he turns his head and he's inside his hip pocket, he can turn around easily and bat that down, or at least have a contested catch for an interception, or at least bat the ball down. Play the ball. Stop playing the man. Run it.
Yeah, you have some DBs that's type of concept that they play man and not the ball.
Yeah, but that's taught. That's taught. That's taught.
But sometimes as a concept is taught to play man and not the ball from a perspective, and you look for cues from the receiver, and you'll notice.
No, I understand where you're coming from. If the receiver put his hands up,
he
put his hands up.
Cues,
but
if his eyes start getting big, you put your hands up.
But the thing is,
and that's why Randy Moss used to be like. Used to be like, he showed no signs of the ball coming. He didn't stretch his eyes. He didn't put his hands up to the last minute.
But that's why you turn and play the ball. Is you play? Yeah, you playing the man. You go up through and you try to basically deflect the ball out. That's basically what you're doing. Right. But play the ball, man. Yeah. Play the ball. Learn how to play the ball.
Go talk to Brown Dog, man.
Nah, I'm not. I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional. I ain't a professional. Let's run it. Let's run it. All right. So this right here. Pause it real quick. So the next one, you gotta go to the next one because you broke it down into two different
I'm going to the next
videos. Yeah. Right. So the next play that's coming up while he's setting that up is you got two receivers stacked at the top. Pause it. So here, what you're going to see the quarterback do is when he gets the ball, he automatically turns and opens to his right because this is supposed to be a quick throw to the back receiver. Normally, when you see a set like this, when they're stacked like this, it's two things that can happen. It's a quick slant or it's a screen pass straight to the outside to where the receiver can get the ball and get upfield as quick as he possibly can. In this situation, it's a quick slant. As soon as the quarterback gets the ball, he turns to his right, open up. But Asante, who's out here who's the outside linebacker, he actually opens up and takes that away. So play it. But these two, the safety and the cornerback, are now out on the corner by themselves, and now they got to realize who gets who. Right here, when he opens up, he wants to go right there to the receiver, but Asante drops back and he takes that away. Almost takes it away because if he throws that, if Asante is quick enough, he can get in front of that and take it to the house if he got ball skills. So this technically becomes a broken play. At this time, it becomes a broken play. You see Mendoza scramble out of the pocket. 13, who's the bottom guy, is now kind of wide open to where he just runs to the end zone and nobody goes to him. Play it. He's just running. Nobody's there to get him. Nobody. He's wide open.
I'm like, whose man was it though?
He's wide open right there. So pause it right here. Pause it. So you see at this point right here, Mendoza is opened up and he's looking at the back receiver. Run it. Pause it. Every single one of them is looking to this area right here, and nobody is at that back, that front pylon. At this moment right here, Can Lee is going to the back receiver. Wooden should have taken his eyes off of that area of the field and went straight to 13, but he did. So run it. And this man goes scot-free into the end zone. And Mendoza just basically just got an easy touchdown. Easy touchdown. That's just miscommunication problems.
And then on Mendoza's side, that is what Peyton Thorne is not, is thinking outside of the box. You know what I'm saying? So he's just like reading the field, reading the play. That was kind of Sandlockish. You know what I'm saying? So
that's not what Peyton Thorne does. That's my point.
Exactly.
All right. So this play right here is the play where Jarquez fumbled. So this is where the blocking, it was okay. So basically they're blocking up to the next level. 52 is going to block up to the linebacker here. 77 is supposed to block up to 10. But 86, Luke Deal, whiffs. He basically got beat on the block. And that's the reason why he got tackled in the backfield. Because there was supposed to be a cutback lane right off of 74's butt, where he could have either went that way or he could have cut up in between Connor Lou and who I don't know 77's name, but up 77, Jeremiah, he could have had an alley, and things and stuff that way. But play it real quick. See, Luke Deal gets beat right here, but the backside linebacker, he's setting the edge to make sure nothing comes on the backside, and Luke Deal gets beat. Whoa, what happened?
I don't know.
Whoa, what's going on?
I think it did it end.
No, it ain't. It's just frozen. It's just still moving. Just keep going. Luke Deal gets beat, and basically he just tackles Jarquez Hunter in the backfield.
I think it ended. I cut it off. My bad, bro. I think I cut
it off. All right, it's cool. So, but that's what it is there. We had some most plays, but if we don't have them, we'll get to it later. All right. But
awesome, bro. I loved it. Awesome, man. Awesome stuff, bro. I'm gonna get back to the comments. That was good stuff.
Man, I had some other stuff because I had some pressure that was gonna be shown and how to. Man, God. Okay. All right. It is what it is.
We'll get it. We'll get it, man. We'll get it. And talk about it. That's on me, man. I cut off the Knicks film by mistake, man. So y'all can throw tomatoes at me. It's called face guarding and play through the wide receiver's hand.
Yeah, playing the man. They playing the man.
All right, let me make sure I got everybody. Okay, let me go back up. Yeah, we behind. Let's catch this up, Nick. Okay, here we go. He said Peyton Thorne is Kurt
Kurt Herbstreit. What? Wait, so you said he gonna be Kurt Herbstreit when his playing day is over with? I'm trying to understand it.
Yeah, people say yes, he starts, he shouldn't. All right, catch us up, Nick. Let's go.
Nick is referring to simulated pressure, dropping an edge and bringing a nickel, like Ron Roberts did last season, finding ways to affect the pass protection without having to be one man down. Yeah, that's all it is. Yeah. Why run the ball or throw to the running back? Well, wait. Why run the ball or throw to the running back? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, hit us back, Jonathan Carr. Clarify. Yep. And he said Ed Darby says call face guard and play through your wide receiver's hand. Yeah. It's a technique, man, that some people choose to do. The second receiver break, Kate has to get his head around. Yeah, it's frustrating, man. But it seems like it's taught as a technique. You see what I'm saying? Because you don't never see them really anybody doing it.
You don't never see them. You never see them doing that in the NFL. You never see them doing that in the NFL. They play the ball in the NFL.
Right. So you see what I'm saying? Obviously, that's what I hope that they are not teaching it. You know, I hope that it's something that they're not teaching and the players are just doing what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? But it looks like that's the technique they're taught. Face guarding that's what it looks like. Okay.
Why not run the ball or throw to or throw to the running back?
Okay.
That's a great question.
Better teacher than Crime Dog because he had a lot of pass breakup last season. I don't know. I don't know, man. That's a good question, but it's like Crime Dog has produced NFL DBs. You know what I'm saying? Both of them have. So I don't know. And a lot of these cats that Crime Dog has produced, he also recruited. So, you know, maybe they just not there yet, man.
Yeah, it was somewhat. Yeah, it was a pick. Yeah, it was a pick play because it was supposed to. It would that play right there. It was supposed to be a quick throw, but Asante jumped in front of it and produced a problem, and he basically think that he basically made him extend the play out, and 13 became wide open. He wasn't even expecting the ball, to be honest with you. He wasn't even expecting it.
He said Wade has to work up to the front side backer. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm saying put Wade back at that tackle. Another problem yesterday, Pace Thorne had just as many rushes as a running back. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, and yeah, even with him saying he didn't even want to run the ball as much as you, he definitely was running it a lot.
Yeah.
I think he had the other touchdown besides the one that he threw to Lambert Smith.
Yeah, he said D has to get his face across the edge. Just that technique could have saved the 7 points, right?
Could have. Could have.
Just said DC equals tomatoes. I'm sorry, man. Nick, I apologize to Nick, man. I apologize for cutting off the film session. You know what I'm saying? I apologize. It's on me. It's on me. It's on me. Actually, tomatoes are hard.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Coconuts, man. They throwing coconuts at me. Dang.
Do you think this would affect recruiting?
Oh man.
I
don't know, man. It's a long season. This one game, dude. If they they're gonna perform well against New Mexico. Hopefully.
Yeah. Say that.
Hopefully.
State, yeah. Say hopefully. Yeah.
If they put up this, a 60 burger on New Mexico, then you can just, change the narrative and say, yeah, we got it together, man. We back. And then if you happen to beat Arkansas, it's just like you just gotta keep from week to week with these recruits. It's a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You gotta week to week. See, yeah, we just need them. We need you on the team. If you was the quarterback, Deuce, if you was the quarterback, see, I know you would have made the play. See these open receivers, I knew you would have made it. You gotta, we need you. You're the missing element as a tackle. If we had you, you can come in and start right now. Look at our left tackle with it. It's the messaging. You just gotta have your messaging. Change your messaging when you lose and have, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep recruiting these cats. So I wouldn't say one game. No, I wouldn't say one game. Not one game, man. But if it becomes a trend, I think it could. Hopefully it won't. Paper Thorne will start, but you see Brown for a couple of series early. Man, I hope so. Zach also two extremely experienced corners on the outside. Right, much more experienced than Lee and Kite. And I guess you're saying Kite also hasn't played outside in years. Yeah, Can Lee. Yeah, Can Lee hasn't played outside in years. Kite is green. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you that's what I'm saying. But it's like even before my man Zach was there, Crime Dog had coached those guys before Zach was there. He coached Nehemiah Pritchett though. You know what I'm saying? He recruited these guys. At 5 Adam, not really. Okay.
Saying will it affect recruiting?
You don't think it'll affect recruiting? Yeah.
No.
Halloween fire sale on the planes, recruits, hopes, dreams, everything will go. Nah, not necessarily yet. Not yet, tight. Not yet, Alabama fans. But you saw the Alabama fans was looking when that game got close. My God, and people saying they're gonna be all right if they lose. They're not gonna be all right. Arkansas had 416 passing and 232 rushing yards in a loss. Wow.
Yeah, I said this yesterday, man. Yeah, I said this Arkansas is probably the better team. Again, if I had to pick between Auburn and Arkansas right now, I'd probably pick Auburn. Because they went into Stillwater, Oklahoma State.
You pick Auburn?
Not Auburn, I mean Arkansas. Excuse me. I picked Arkansas because they went into a top 20 teams place, and they went up 21-7 at half. I mean,
I call Arkansas. I called them to win. I call Oklahoma State to win the game.
I mean, coaching at the end of that game, it seemed as if from watching some of that game, it seemed as if they coasted. They kind of coasted in the second half. They kind of tried to sit on their lower, but then when they started getting close, they tried to build it back up to get back to where they were in the first half, and then it just didn't help. And they had to score to go into overtime, and then 2 missed field goals in the first overtime, and then Ollie Gordon ran it in to break the tie. Arkansas looked like a complete team. I put it like that. They looked like a complete team.
Okay. They still haven't played a real defense though.
They played Oklahoma State.
Right. That's what they don't have a real defense. Man.
Okay. All right.
Oklahoma State.
Okay.
Have a real defense.
All right.
You saying they do? Talk to
I'm saying Oklahoma State has a formidable. Yes, I'm saying they have a formidable defense. Yes.
Clock it.
I'm saying they have a formidable. I'm just saying when you have it. I'm saying the difference is for Arkansas. Arkansas has a quarterback. The Boise State transfer Green. He can actually throw. He can make. He can run the ball. He's a threat to run, which is why they probably had so many rushing yards in the game, because he did run a lot. And the fact of the matter is that he can throw the ball when need be. He's not a terrible thrower. I mean, he can put the ball in spots when it needs to be put in spots. Like he's a difference maker. He's a difference maker at quarterback. Between him and KJ Jefferson, I would probably pick Green and things and stuff like that. Green looked better than KJ Jefferson. Yes, Green is better than KJ Jefferson. Yes, KJ Jefferson is just a big guy that can run.
I disagree with you on that one.
KJ Jefferson is just a big guy that can run. He can get you the tough yards on 3rd and 2 and stuff like that. He can't really throw the ball, but it is what it is.
Okay, it's just an opinion, but yeah, we'll see. I don't think he has played a formidable defense yet.
Okay,
I don't think Arkansas has played a formidable defense yet. Now, Bobby Petrino can coach offense too, so you know what I'm saying. Put him. You know, that dude can coach. You know what I'm saying. So, Wade said if Deuce commits, we'll be okay. Coach Prime would be up in December, collect your shekels today.
Yeah, we good. We don't want that.
My God, man. Arkansas should have won when it was 28-28, 4th and 5 at 30 yards, rather kicking field goal. Sam went for it. And
yep, that's exactly what. Yeah,
bro, I'm telling you, bro.
Coaching cost him the game.
It's coaching, but it's like going by these analytic books is just stupid math, man. It's like it's more than just the analytic data, bro. It's like you need a human thinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We talked about it. You don't know if what if your offensive lineman is hurt? What if you're playing a backup center? You just looking at the analytics. Analytics said go. You know what I'm saying? What if your quarterback got sick in the second half and got, some kind of virus and he throwing up? But the analytics said go. You see what I'm saying? It's like, that's what the Cal coach was saying. He was like, bro, we're going to have the analytics book coaching the team. It's crazy, man. All right. DC, I can't hardly hear. Oh, you can't hardly hear me. Can you hear me now, Wade? Wade, can you hear me now? I'm sorry. I'm put my mic up. Wade say he can't hear me, man. All right.
Jonathan Carr said South Carolina looks good too. I say this about South Carolina.
Where you see that at? Where did I miss that?
Yeah, that's up there. He said South Carolina looks good too. So I don't know what to make of South Carolina. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, because
last week,
yeah, you went against Old Dominion, and Old Dominion legitimately had a stake in winning that game, and they were up late in the game, 19-16. And
okay, does that mean Kentucky is that bad?
No, here's my thing. Here's what I feel about how I feel about Kentucky. I feel like Mike Elko still feels like he should be in College Station right now.
No, not Mike Elko.
Not Mike Elko. I'm sorry. Mark Stoops.
Mark Stoops. Yeah.
I still feel like he feels like he should be in College Station right now.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my take on it.
Let me ask you this, and we're gonna catch up and get out of here. Do you change your pick now with Wade gave me the thumbs up.
Yeah, the thumbs up. Five Adam agrees with me. He said he thinks Green is better than Jefferson.
Did I just miss a lot of comments? If I missed a lot, y'all, I'm sorry. I don't know how I missed it. Do you see any more miss?
No, it's just them two.
Okay. So okay. My question was, do you change your pick for Kentucky now? With us going to play Kentucky, do you change seeing them with South Carolina that game? You picked Auburn to lose at Kentucky.
I did.
Do you change that pick now?
Based on what I saw from Auburn yesterday.
No. Okay.
No.
They look about the same, huh?
They look about the same.
Why should do not being protected? Like last season, I felt for him. Yeah, he's not being protected. But hey, that's you have to talk to the head coach and the coaches for not recruiting and coaching up players that can protect them.
Maybe they should stop. Maybe the coaches should stop fighting each other and having somebody narrate it. Or have one of the other coaches narrate it. And maybe they should just focus on football. And
right. Yeah. Stuff it's like that. Like maybe recruit some players that can block and then coach up the players that can block, and then he can be protected, man. So yeah. Congrats to NIU and Illinois for their win, man.
Yeah, NIU, man. That was a shout out to Coach Thomas Hammock and the NIU football team, man, for getting that big upset win on the road, by the way, against the number 5 ranked Notre Dame. And now watching that game, man, I feel conflicted because now I'm like, man, is Notre Dame really Is Notre Dame really that good? I mean, because now, I mean,
Yeah,
because
you allowed to. Notre Dame ain't good, bro.
because you know, sometimes we be looking at it, be like, all right, man, Notre Dame sometimes is
No,
overhyped. They might be
they
overhyped.
overhyped. They
And I just be
overhyped,
like,
man.
man, it's crazy. Like, is Riley Leonard, like, is Notre Dame having the same problem that we have? Like, are they having a quarterback problem?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you go 2 weeks. Riley Leonard has went 2 weeks, no touchdown passes, and I believe 3 interceptions in 2 weeks. Yeah,
and I didn't see the NC State game, but the dude, what was the dude we wanted from Coastal Carolina? His first
Grayson,
game,
Grayson McCall.
Them dudes got blasted, man.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So, Auburn got whooped in the great words of Tight Sports, man. Who is Plant P, man?
I don't know who Plant P is, but
he's an Alabama plant, obviously.
I don't know who Plant
Roll
P is.
Tide, man. Plant P, what you talking about? Come here, Roll Tide, man. You know what I'm saying? Tight Sports. Yeah, that's his channel at Tight Sports. Yeah. No, we appreciate you, Pete. Come in, man. Anytime you want to, man.
He said Dion is a preacher, not a coach or a recruiter. Hey.
Shout out to yeah, man. Shout out.
Make this the biggest flop of the weekend.
Yeah. At least,
man. But I mean, okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna ask this question. Watching Cal, now that you watch Cal play, are you gonna put respect on Cal there?
No,
because that defense came to play.
No,
so
man.
You think Cal is that bad,
bro? After looking at the 22, no, it's like again, players were running wide open, man.
But based on the call,
hit the players that were wide open. It wasn't like Cal defense was a defense where you looked at and was like, man, they are the reason. They weren't the reason that Auburn lost the game. I'm sorry. I give them the credit. Don't get me wrong.
So
they were. But if Auburn had a formidable quarterback, dude, he would have picked the Cal defense apart. You see what I'm saying? So going forward, man, Cal is in the ACC, and they probably might do well in the ACC because the ACC is not good. They, you know what I'm saying? They don't, you know what I'm saying?
Let's not get in this conference thing.
Okay, so you saying the ACC is good?
No. I'm not saying the ACC is good. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. After how can I put this, man?
Go ahead.
Is the SEC that good?
I don't know.
See, I see.
I don't know, but hold on. Let me say this though. Let me say this, and I think, and this is my thing, and I think we don't need to get into it, but I'm gonna try not to get into it. But my explanation is this: Georgia looked good, right?
Georgia looks great. Georgia looked great.
Ole Miss looked good. Missouri looked good. What I'm saying is sometimes we'll say the SEC is down because Georgia or Alabama might not be doing well. But if, just say for instance, if Ole Miss is undefeated, Missouri is undefeated, and just say South Carolina is undefeated, but Alabama and Georgia and the marquee names and LSU has lost a couple of games, we'll say the LSU down, the SEC is down, even though we'll have three. The brand is not maybe recognizable, but they are good teams. It's but like then, the SEC is getting no currency because Ole Miss is good. Now, if that was hold up, if you had Georgia undefeated, LSU undefeated, Alabama undefeated, you see what I'm saying? If you had LSU where Ole Miss is, we'll be like the SEC strong. But because Ole Miss and Missouri, think about it. If you had Auburn where Missouri is, a name brand, or Florida where Missouri is, if they had their record and the recent success, if LSU had Ole Miss's recent success and was undefeated, then you had Alabama, which is undefeated, and Georgia, you'll be like the LSU strong, the SEC is strong, but because it's Ole Miss and Missouri, we just discount them like they don't matter, but they are undefeated. And aren't they in the top 10? Both teams are in the top 10, right?
Here's my thing.
We just like the SEC ain't strong this year.
Here's my comeback to that. My logic. Here's the logic that I have about that. Does that make the conference as a whole strong, or is the conference just top heavy?
No, the conference is strong, man. And I say that because when we say, watch this, when we say the SEC, the conference is Vanderbilt, and we make this thing on the Water Cooler Talk podcast when we had this discussion.
Yeah.
When you was like, how can in one breath you say Vanderbilt is a walkover, but then the conference is tough? It's because Vanderbilt is probably maybe the worst team in the SEC right now, and they might be arguing to say no, Auburn is. You see what I'm saying? But Vanderbilt just beat Virginia Tech. What I'm saying is when we look at them, we be like, okay, that's a win, but it's not a guarantee win, dude. Vanderbilt, we could lose it. We've got
Yeah, I already
Franklin,
called it. Yeah, I already
Franklin,
called it.
what's my man that came? He was a coach, offense coach. He came from Franklin. He brought the spread with Tuberville.
Oh, Tony Franklin. Yeah, what about
Tony Franklin? He got fired after Vanderbilt beat us. Vanderbilt has beaten Georgia. You know what I'm saying? When Derek Mason was there, Vanderbilt beat Georgia. What I'm saying is, you look at him.
I could have swore. I thought that was what's the name, Franklin, that beat Georgia.
He beat him too, but Derek Mason beat him too.
Oh, he beat Georgia too? Okay.
He beat Derek. If I'm not mistaken, Derek Mason beat Georgia in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So my point is, even though they are, like you will say, they're easy wins when you compare them to other SEC teams, but dude, they'll go out and mud stomp another team. That the SEC
was okay, but okay.
Top heavy.
I guess I know. I have
the
a
middle
whole
of the
different
conference will like knock your head in.
I have a whole different perspective on this.
Okay.
I think the SEC is top heavy. I think we are.
It's an opinion.
I think the SEC is top heavy.
Okay.
And because when you see those marquee names go out and look up, I see what you're saying, 5 Adam, about the top 25. Yeah, the Big Ten puts players in the NFL as well too. I know that they do that as well too. And as of right now, the Big Ten has a lot more quarterbacks in the NFL that's doing way better than the SEC. But that's a whole nother conversation. But when you look at those marquee guys that come out, and those marquee names, the Alabamas, the Georgias, y'all put LSU up there. I'm just saying, I don't know. But but I'm using the two that have won the most. Well, you put LSU in there because they won a 2019 national championship. But on a consistent basis, when you are looking at the teams, the SEC teams that have been consistently in the playoffs, and the ones that have consistently won national championships, it's been Alabama and Georgia. When those teams go out and play other teams, yes, they beat whoever they play. But if an Auburn or if Ole Miss struggled with Tulane last year.
Ole Miss stomped Penn State last year in the bowl game,
though. And they struggled with Tulane, a group of 5 school.
But I'm saying,
that's my point.
They
my point is
Penn State last year in the bowl game.
That's fine, but they struggled with a Tulane last year for 3 quarters.
The same season though. They beat LSU. Okay. They put up like 50 points, almost 50 points on LSU, and they mud stomped Penn. What I'm saying is, you can't say they struggled against Tulane, but leave out they stomped Penn State.
Yeah, but the thing is, but here's the thing though. But Penn State is a more fun, is what you would think a game like that should be more of a competitive game. But they go out and beat Penn State. But you go to a Tulane school, that's a group of 5 school, and this team competes. I just saw
opponents like New Mexico State. UL Monroe beat Alabama. You see what I'm saying? Right. UL Monroe beat Saban at Alabama, and sometimes in those games, and then sometimes those teams are just as talented. And
if those teams are just as talented, then how is the SEC better? Just because they won one game?
Let me finish. Let me finish my statement. I'm not saying like talent, like 5 stars, whatever. Sometimes you can get a Tulane, right? That your players are not going to the NFL, right? Just like Alabama, where they're coming out as juniors going to the NFL. When you add a Tulane, a lot of times those players are playing 4 years and 5 years and developing. You feel what I'm saying? So sometimes you get those programs that have developed over years, and some programs do this. They have cycles because the players are staying 4 and 5 years. So they are developing. So you run up against a bunch of grown men versus that are developed, but versus maybe you got some new people sprinkled in here and people sprinkled in there, and you might have a young team that don't have their head on right and might get beat. You feel what I'm saying? Like North Dakota State. Those players probably aren't leaving early going to the NFL. They're staying in that program probably from beginning. They might redshirt, develop, keep developing, and they might be, redshirt seniors fully developed, where you might have a 2-3 star guy that's fully developed and a 5-star that's might be green. You see what I'm saying? And you might can hang with them cats because of your development and understanding of the game. You might be a little more mature. So sometimes you come in with lesser teams that play and can play with those type of teams like North Dakota State. Colorado was more talented.
Were they though?
Yeah, they're more talented than North Dakota State.
Or do they just or do they just have two talented players?
No, they more talented, man. Just look
So
at
Colorado, so Colorado was more talented than North Dakota State.
Yes, man. Look at the roster.
Okay.
Look at the roster.
Okay.
Look,
I'm just asking, like, was like, looking at the game, because looking at the game, was Colorado more talented than North Dakota State?
Yeah, they were. Absolutely, man.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
I would say that would probably be a discussion, but
because if you take Colorado team and move it down to division 2, they'll win the national championship every year. You see what I'm saying? So they're more talented. If you move North Dakota State and put them in the Big 12, take Colorado and that's division 2 they're in, right? Put Colorado
division 1 AA.
Okay, put Colorado in division 1 AA and they'll win a national championship every year. Every year. If they kept the same talent they have, put Colorado in division 1 AA, they'll win it every year because they just got more talented. And North Dakota State, you put them in the Big 12, bro, they ain't about it, and they keep the same talent. They not winning no championships in the Big 12 with that talent, bro.
But they just hung with a Big 12 team. But they just hung with a Big 12 team.
And they lost to Colorado that got throttled by Nebraska.
Okay.
The same Colorado that won 4 games last year and 1 year before that, and they lost to them.
Okay, all right. You see what I'm just trying to. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I still feel as if, I mean, and we talk about recruiting. Yeah, recruiting is not an exact science, ladies and gentlemen. It's not an exact science because guys can bust and guys can be and 3-stars can be first round draft picks. I agree with you. 2-stars can be first round draft.
That dude, they said that Cal was lightly recruited.
Exactly. He was Mendoza was committed to Yale.
Yes, I agree, Nick. I agree. Now, I agree with you on recruiting rankings is not exact science, but this is what I told the guy because Bubba mentioned blue chip ratio, and the guy was like, "That's laughable." But I was just like, "Dude, I agree that you can't lean into recruiting, just totally lean into it, but it does have merit." You know, so just like the blue chip ratio says that every national championship team has had over 50% blue chippers. Can you lean into that? No, because it could be somebody else that might, beat them. You know what I'm saying? But it does have merit. You can't just throw it away either. You know what I'm saying? It's like a balance, man. You can't totally lean into him. He a 5-star, but he might bust. Like you say, I totally agree with that. I totally agree.
Okay. All right.
We just I think we kind of just differ on, you know what I'm saying, the SEC bias. You say I'm
I think there's an SEC bias. Trust me, I'm an SEC guy, but when I like to look at things from a 360-degree view. And when I look at it from this 360-degree view, I look at these teams and I'm like, all right, if I'm going like, okay, Arizona played Mississippi State last year. If you look at the score, Mississippi State won 31-24. But if you watch that game, Arizona turned the ball over 4 times, if I'm not mistaken, and it was still a game at the end of the game. And what caused the game to actually end was because an inch. The quarterback didn't stretch the ball out enough to get a first down in overtime to keep the game going. So is the SEC better, or is it just that we're top heavy?
But that's all I'm looking at. And we're going to move on. But when you talk about Mississippi State, Arizona was one of the better teams in the Big 12. Mississippi State was one of the worst teams in the SEC, and they beat one of the better teams in the Pac-12. So,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
I hear what you're saying.
Like I said, bro, I respect it. It's a view. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean my view is right because there's no way to measure it. And it doesn't mean your view is who. It's just an opinion. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, you got an opinion. I respect it. I'm not going to say it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way I see it. It's the way you see it. So I can't say it's wrong or right. No, it's a good argument though. Straight up though, it's a good argument. Let's catch up, bro. We gonna skate, bro.
What do you, I can't even remember what it was about.
No, he's talking about should my man start this week 6-6.
Oh yeah,
Cal. He's saying Cal gonna be 6-6. I don't think they that great.
Wow.
Due to NIL, do you not know who these teams are from one year to the next? Yeah, USF has had a huge influx of cash. So has UNLV, NIU, Syracuse, Vandy, and many others. Be careful out there. Yeah, absolutely, man. I hear. I put a high level of respect on Justin Wilcox's name.
I do too.
I
agree.
I do too, but that doesn't mean his whole team is going to be great. You know what I'm saying? Just because he's a defensive guy, you still got to have offense and all that other stuff to go along with it. You got to have a complete team. Cal only scored 21 points after being gifted 5 turnovers. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That says something. You know what I'm saying? SEC is great. Bama was missing left and right tackle. A guard was playing at left tackle. Okay. Catch us up, Nick.
What if we were seeing this from tight? What if we were seeing better coaches at lower levels getting better players, making them better than the larger programs? The thinking may be in for UF or FSU jobs.
Okay. Goalish.
Okay. Goalish. I missed that. My bad.
Okay.
How can we say the conference is down when we may have 3 to 5 teams in the playoffs? What 3 to 5 teams? What 3 to 5 teams?
Wait,
I'm just curious. I'm just curious. As it sits right now, what 3 to 5 teams could possibly be in the playoffs?
If you just look at the polls, which we know is going to change, so we know it's going to change. But if you look at the polls, Georgia is in the slot to go to the playoffs. Alabama's in the slot to go to the playoffs.
What?
Ole Miss. Yeah, look at.
You talking about as they sit right now?
Yeah,
as they sit right now.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. I was about to say. Okay.
Yeah, that's all we can go right now. I'm saying as the poll sits, Georgia is slated to go in. Alabama slated to go in. Ole Miss slated to go in. Missouri slated to go in, and probably LSU. I would think is probably in the top 12, aren't they? Or not? I don't know. But that's 5 teams right there. He said 3 to 5, so we can definitely count 3. You know what I'm saying? Because Ole Miss is like what, number 6, 5.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
So are we going as it stands? Yes.
I could be completely honest with you. If we have 3, the Big Ten can have 4 to 5. Just no. Let's just be real about it. If that's the question, the Big Ten can have 4 to 5 teams.
I think if the SEC has 3, the Big Ten will probably have 3 or 4. I think they're gonna do it where, like, if the SEC team has 4, the Big Ten has 4, or the Big Ten has 4, SEC has 3, SEC has 4, Big Ten has 3. I think they're gonna be right around the same place because they already leveraged that they're gonna get 60% of the contract money. So the Big Ten and the SEC really controlling this thing. You know what I'm saying? They're really controlling it. So I think if the Big Ten get 4, SEC is gonna at least get 3 or 4, and probably be howling if they only get 3. Go ahead, Nick.
He said, we just did that one. The next one, the conference. Okay. First, look up the top 25 today in the NFL draft. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, the Big Ten can say the same thing. I mean, they right behind the SEC. I mean, it's nothing too. Not as much as the SEC. Based on what I said about that earlier. Okay. Bo Nix is 26 to 42 for 138 yards, 2 interceptions. Welcome to the pros.
Man, y'all asked me that. I was like, bro, I'm not a Bo Nix hater. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not, it's just like, bro, it's nuance. That's the preseason. They getting really dirty now. This for real. So, with all these quarterbacks, Jay and Daniels and all these cats, you got to prove it now. Big Ten has only Ohio State and Michigan the last 20 years. They got
Michigan struggles with Fresno State and Oregon struggles with Idaho and Boise State.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I see where you're coming from, but I mean, I was like, okay. That's just LK though. Dominate someone that shouldn't dominate, and then have a flop against a solid G5 team. Okay. Okay. So kind of like Hugh Freeze. Auburn would be fine. Freeze will figure it out. 9-3 worst case. Woo. I said they would drop 1. They shouldn't. They should have won.
Okay.
From tight. Colorado is more talented. 5 points worth.
Right.
Colorado was definitely more talented. I think that's a discussion. I'm just put that there. It's like it's in college basketball. The senior-led mid-major team always hangs with or beats the number 1 or number 2 one and done team during March Madness.
Yeah, when you get that senior-laden team that's been staying together.
So are we saying? So are we saying that's what happened with NIU and Notre Dame yesterday? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying it's possible, and then Notre Dame could have overlooked them. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's possible. You asked me for a reason. I was just giving a reason.
Fraser, top 10 recruiting class, top 10 recruiting class of 25 has 8 SEC teams. That's great.
Okay,
that's good to know. Yeah. Good to know. All experts agree SEC is the best conference. I'm not saying that the SEC is not the best conference. What I'm saying is, when you look at it, when you look at more favorable, comparable games, if that's how you want to look at it, those are a lot closer games than what people think. It's not like every SEC team is going out here playing other conferences just beating them. But we are top heavy though. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Okay. If Auburn is getting beat, If Auburn is getting beat, how bad they got beat last week? Do you think they can still be top 5 teams, like beat a top 5 team like Alabama or Georgia?
I don't know, bro.
I don't
They
think
almost
so.
did it last year. They almost beat both of them. With bad, they were what? Auburn was bad last year, and they almost beat. Think if my man wouldn't have muffed that punt, they could have just
Yeah,
ran
they
the
could have
clock
just sat on
out.
the ball.
They
Yeah,
could
and
just
ran the
sat the
clock.
clock, and
Yeah,
they would have
ran the
beat
clock out.
Alabama.
Yeah,
They almost beat
yeah.
Brock Bowers, man. Brock Bowers and Georgia, because he was Brock Bowers beat them. It wasn't Georgia. Brock Bowers beat us, man.
On the last drive of the game.
Yeah,
The last drive of the
that
game.
dude just throwing to that dude with double coverage, triple coverage. He's just throwing to him. He's still catching that jump. Texas,
Yeah.
Alabama, Ole Miss, Missouri, and Vandy. You said in the playoffs? Stop it, tight man. UJ, Bama, Ole Miss, Tennessee. Oh, I forgot about Tennessee and Texas. We didn't even name Texas. You see what I'm saying? And we named UGA, Bama, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Texas, and you just kicking Missouri to the curb. We ain't even mentioned Ole Miss. All these teams are undefeated as it stands right now.
Based on,
think about it. You saying the SEC is top heavy, but you got UGA, Bama, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Texas, Oklahoma, all these teams, Missouri, all these teams are undefeated.
Yeah, top heavy. I mean, this is my thing. Out of a 16 team, out of a 16 team conference. Out of a 16-team conference, we just named let's
I didn't name
Georgia.
LSU. I didn't name LSU.
Because LSU ain't in the conversation.
Huh?
LSU is not in the conversation. No, they just lost to USC. They just lost to USC.
They lost to USC. That's a Division I team that is formidable. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like they lost to NIU. Well, go ahead. Finish your thought, bro.
No. I'm just saying they lost to USC. That's gonna come back. Okay. And LSU may lose. Don't they play? They play Georgia this year, right? Don't LSU play Georgia this year?
I don't think so.
They don't.
They play Alabama though.
Alabama. That's what my bad.
Play Alabama.
They may lose Alabama.
Okay, so if they lose 2 games, dude, they still could get in the playoffs. You have to give me all the other teams they're gonna lose.
Yeah, I don't know LSU. I don't know LSU's schedule by heart. I cannot sit here and tell you who they may lose and who they may lose not do. But I thought they played Georgia. But I thought it's Georgia who they played.
You said Texas. I forgot about Texas, man. I won 10 games last year. Texas, Bama, Georgia, Mizzou, Ole Miss, and you still leaving out Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying?
Oklahoma's not in that conversation right now.
They're undefeated. How are they not in the conversation?
Look at how they played last night.
Okay, they're still undefeated though. What I'm saying, the question was, as it stands, they're in a playoff position. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not looking at record. That's one thing I've learned. This is my thing. That's all that counts.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Because if it did, Florida State would have been in the playoff last year. Now, this is my thing. I'm being serious. That's just the truth. If records really counted, Florida State would have been in the 14 playoff.
That's an extreme case though, Nick. What I'm saying, that's extreme. Their record got them. Their record got them in the position to be considered. If their quarterback wasn't hurt, then they would have been in. What I'm saying, bro, the record does count. They wouldn't have been in the position in the discussion if the record didn't count. So it has to count because they were in the discussion.
Apparently, they wasn't in the discussion. I'm just gonna be honest with you. That's all I would say. Apparently, they just got glossed over. But I look at how teams play.
Okay.
I mean, you can sit here and you can say, I watched that Oklahoma game last night, and I'm like, Oklahoma 14-12, and you win the game, getting a safety at the end of the game to win 16. Come on, that's not a good team. Auburn's not a good team right now. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being completely honest with you. We're not a good team. We got all hype after Alabama A&M and what happened during the summer with recruitment. We're not a good team right now. We got a lot of talent, but we just not a good cohesive team at the moment.
I don't agree. I don't agree, bro.
So you think Auburn? Okay.
I think I can't say we're not a good team. I think we got a bad quarterback. That's what I think. I don't think the team is bad. I think we got a bad trigger man, and sometimes that trigger man will make the team look like trash.
So if Hank Brown in that situation yesterday, Auburn win the game.
I don't know. I have no idea, Nick. I'm just be honest with you. I'm not gonna be you know what I'm saying, just a rational thinker. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Hank Brown might have made the same mistakes. He's green too. He's young. He's green. He's inexperienced. He might have made other mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say that. All I know is we got a bad quarter. We got bad play. I'm not to say a bad quarterback. We got bad play from the quarterback position yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And we got bad play from other positions. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just kind of zeroing in on him, saying that, you know, if he would have hit the things he could have, then we possibly could have won the game. All right, PhD, we finna get out of here too, man.
Yeah. We got to.
No,
Yeah,
I'm gonna catch up and we gonna roll. We gonna skate.
Overtime.
Tennessee will be in the playoff. Vandy fans gonna remember the disrespect. Yeah. What's up, Phil Pep, baby? What we doing,
Phil,
man?
what you doing?
What's up, baby? Phil, man, I don't know what we doing out here, man. You know, okay, Georgia, Texas, Bama, Ole Miss, Mizzou, Tennessee, Oklahoma, LSU, all in the top 16. Yeah. So all. But you said, okay, we'll move on.
Oklahoma, LSU definitely
cannot,
don't need to be there because the way they play, but okay. All right.
If LSU cannot figure out a way to consistently run the football, there's no chance they make the playoff. That's for
that's a 4-loss team. See, that's what I'm saying.
We'll see.
That's what I'm saying. See,
yeah,
I mean, I guess I look at the game and look at how it's played, because and see how the team looks before, and I make my determination off of that. I just don't go by and be like, oh, this team is 3-0. All right, they should be in the playoffs. I mean,
that's how the NFL works. That's how. But what's crazy? That's
technically
what's crazy.
It kind of. You're right. You're right. I'm not disagreeing with you.
What's
you're right.
crazy? Every other sport in the world basically works that way. Where if you win, you advance. College football is the only Division I college football. Even Division II has a playoff based on your record. They don't look at you barely won and won by a safety. If you won, you advance. If we're in the NFL and Dak Prescott is in the NFC Championship game, bro, and he gets hurt, Dallas and they win, Dallas still advances to the Super Bowl.
I agree.
I look at them and they barely won and Dak got hurt. So we're not gonna pick them. We're gonna take San Francisco. College football, when it comes to this, looking at this test dumb stuff that they do.
It's not dumb. I don't think it's dumb.
I'm talking about the playoff committee. I'm saying because listen, I'm not talking about you because that's what we have to do because that's the system we've given. I'm saying the playoff committee. When you sit and say a team can't get in because their quarterback hurt and they're undefeated team, but we're gonna take a team that's not undefeated. That's crazy, dude. That's just crazy to me. But
yeah, I mean, no.
I'm talking about the playoff committee and all this. Yeah, you have to. What you're saying is logical because we all at some point have to look at it that way. Just like when Auburn was in 2004, we was like, Tuberville, run the score up.
Yeah,
we was like, we was like, run the score up, dude.
Yeah,
we was screaming at the TV.
Exactly.
Please run the score up, bro.
Yeah.
It need to look good. So I mean, you're right. I agree with you. I was just saying the playoff committee stuff is crazy, man. All right, man. Tight say he got to run and get ready for his show, man. Run on, man. Night, man. Get out of here. Bye. Jesus, man. I agree. Put Ward or Pavia on this team. We look different. Yeah. And then dude was like, he wanted to spend the money. Okay. Colorado was a great D2 team when they were. He got a point there, man. You got a point.
I gotta leave that one alone, man. You gotta leave that alone.
And we're gonna get out of here on that one. Like, and for the record, nigga, like I said, I won't call you a concept and all that dumb. I'm saying the system we have that we gotta look that way is dumb, man. We gotta look at a team and just kind of like, well, they look good, and it's crazy, man. Every other team wins advances if they win. But Nick, what can they find yet, man, so these people can go subscribe to the Water Cooler Talk podcast?
Yeah, man. Water Cooler Talk podcast here on the YouTube streets, man. Go follow us, subscribe, like, and share our videos, man. We have the Saturday roundup that come out every Sunday that rounds up what happened in college football on Saturday. So go take a look at those. Episode 2 is out right now.
Enjoy that stuff,
go like
man.
it.
I enjoy it.
Tell us what you like about it. As well, man, we're here every Wednesday. We drop the Water Cooler Talk podcast every Wednesday on your favorite YouTube channel, the Water Cooler Talk podcast. Go subscribe, like, and share. And as always, man, if you like listen to the audio version, go subscribe, like, on the audio version on whatever podcast platform player you like listening to, Apple, Spotify, Google, whatever podcast player you like listening to. We're here, me and my co-host Marcus Fitzpatrick, the mayor. We are here. So, man, we appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us, man. And we enjoy it. Thank y'all so much,
man. Yeah, y'all check us out, man. Me, Marcus, the mayor, we do a Auburn post game show, man. It was pretty fire this week, man. So after every game, man, check us out. Check us out after New Mexico, man. Then we're here for a pregame, post game again on Sunday after we watch the film. You know what I'm saying? Y'all check me out on all platforms at Auburn_Addicts, and we say War Eagle, and we'll see you guys next week.